You're tuned in. To Stardom 100 Radio. Stardom 100 Radio.
What time is it?
With your host, Tanisha Davis. We're the show that's keeping it all the way 100 with you.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the heavily orchestrated, never duplicated lyrical symphony known as the Eternal One Eternity, aka Mr. Everlasting, the Lyrical Assassin, and you are tuned into Stardom 100 Radio. Let's go.
Call security!
Yo, what's poppin'? It's the Young Lion, Sammy, and right now you're tuned in to Stardom 100 Radio. Keep it locked.
Hey, good morning. Happy Sunday to you all. I'm talking on a very, very amazing subject this morning. As promised, I know some of you all were able to listen to the episode that I did for the women, talking about did God send him. And as promised, today's episode is for the men, my kings, and the subject is, did God send her? Did God send her? You know, so we're going to get ready to get into this topic. I already know that you all are ready. You're like, man, I'm ready to hear what you're going to share for the fellas. So be sure to stay tuned in. All right. Alrighty, you guys. So we're going to get ready to get into this topic for my men. I know that you all have been waiting patiently and you're like, hey, you know, you gave the women a whole lot of information. So what about us? Do not leave us out. So, did God send her? How do you know if God sent her for you? You know, and a lot of men are probably sitting around, you're going on these dates with these women and you're just hoping like, man, I hope she's going to be the one, you know. And I want to start out with this scripture that many of you men know. You've been hearing it since you were probably a little boy. You know, grandmama, granddaddy, mama, daddy, everybody, auntie, uncle, everybody has probably shared this scripture with you, including your pastor, that says, he that findeth a wife finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord. So let's break that down. He that finds a wife. So our subject is, did God send her, right? So he that finds a wife. I believe strongly that she should already be found a wife. When you meet her, she should already have the qualities of a wife. She should already be the reflection of a wife. So, let's think about when you go to a car dealership. When you go to the car dealership and the salesperson comes up and they want to know what it is that you're looking for today. What you got on your mind? And you may say, I'm looking for a Mercedes. I'm looking to buy me a new Mercedes. And he's like, okay. So he takes you over to a certain part of the lot that should have Mercedes. So you walk over there and he's showing you a car. He's like, oh, you would love this car. This car looks good. He's showing you the outside. You know, you like, man, it's a nice car. You know, you looking at the inside. You like, wow, you blown away. This is exactly what I want. But then you notice that, wait a minute, this doesn't even say a Mercedes. I mean, I said I wanted a Mercedes, but this doesn't even say Mercedes. Like this, actually, if I look a little closer, it's actually a Toyota. You know, oh man, I wasn't trying to find a Toyota. I was trying to find a Mercedes. So when you're out there looking for a woman that you want to be a wife, she needs to resemble and reflect exactly what it is that you're looking for. Is she a wife? Does her ways and everything about her resemble and reflect the roles and the ways of a wife? Or does she just look like someone that probably just make a good friend? You know, good church buddy or something like that. You know, or does she resemble a wife? Because not every woman is meant to be your wife. Because she may be a wife for somebody else. She may not be the wife for you. But does she resemble that wife that you are looking for? You know, and I'm not talking about just looking at the physical. Because sometimes I know, man, you know, you all can be caught up in what she looks like on the outside sometimes. Not all men, but sometimes you're looking like, wow, she looks good. She looks exactly like what I want to have babies with. I want her. And she may not be the one for you. She may be your worst nightmare. She could be a demon walking in stilettos. Okay? Destroy your whole life. Take you for everything that you have. And some. Okay, so you have to make sure that she resembles a wife, but more so that she resembles God. She has the Spirit of God in her and in her life. You know, all of her ways are a reflection of God in that wife that you want. Then the next part of that says, he finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord. He finds a good thing and obtains favor from the Lord. Is she your good thing? And when she comes around, it just seems like the favor of God is with her. Like everywhere you all go, it's just like good things happen. You know, like it just seems like it's favor. Everything she puts her hand on is just like, man, you just know how to do this. You really know how to make things great. You really know how to make things happen. You know, when you're stressed out and you're trying to figure out how I'm going to do this, and you may have the right ideas, but, you know, for this business or whatever it is that you're doing, but she comes along and she just knows how to bring that goodness with her, and she knows how to work things out so that they work for your good. And you're like, man, you know, you could tell the favor of God is on her life. And whenever she's around, the favor of God is with both of you because of her presence. So does she bring about goodness and favor into your life? Because a lot of women are not out here bringing goodness and favor. They bringing destruction and disaster and homelessness. They're about to take you into the they're about to make you homeless if you keep fooling with them. There's nothing good is coming your way. You're like, man, it's just destruction. All she do is just bring destruction. She not bringing any goodness with her. And I don't feel like I'm favored by God when she around. I feel like it's a curse. Stuff just happen. Bad stuff just happen when she around. So pay attention to those things, because those things will help you answer that question. Did God send her? Did the small God send her? The devil himself. Did he send her? If she's bringing nothing but destruction and pain your way. Next, is she concerned about you? Did God send her? Because God is going to send someone who cares just like he does. Because the Bible says, cast your cares upon him, for he cares for you. So God is going to send you someone that cares about you just like he cares about you. A woman who is truly concerned about you. She's always checking up on you, always trying to make sure you're okay. She's going out of her way to just make sure you're happy, supporting you in your dreams, your visions, whatever it is that you have going on. She's just always concerned about you. She want to make sure, did you take a nap today? Did you eat today? Did you, do that thing that you told me you really needed done? I want to make sure you got that done, or you were able to take care of that. I know you said you were trying to start this business, were you able to do it? Is there anything that I can do? How can I help you out? She's concerned about you. She's good morning texting, good night texting, midday texting, how's your day? She is concerned about you. You want a woman who is concerned about you. Why would you want to be with someone that doesn't care? They showing you they don't care. Every time you say good morning, they don't respond. You check to see how that day going, they don't say nothing. You bring flowers and they look at them like, child, I don't even like flowers. These things ain't gonna do nothing but die. But thank you. You really? And you think God sent her? You think God sent that woman to you? And you looking at her like, oh, she's so fine. But she treats you like crap. She ain't stunning you. Because for her, men are a dime a dozen. She looking at like, oh, there's so many other men out here that want me. So, thank you. Period. You got to see the signs. You got to pay attention to the signs, because this is what you will be committing your life to. This is the person that you're going to be marrying. This is the person that you're going to have kids with, who doesn't care about you at all. So what make you think they're going to care about the marriage? They're going to be unfaithful in the marriage. They're not going to be committed. They're going to treat you the same way they treated you before the marriage. Because, see, a ring does not make a wife. Hello? Just because you put a ring on her finger doesn't mean she suddenly, bing, becomes a wife. This is not bedazzled, or she doesn't become a wife as soon as you put the ring on her finger. So these are things you need to pay attention to before you go and make her your wife. And this is how you understand if she is sent by God. Another thing is, does she add to your life? Because a woman sent by God is going to add to your life and not take from your life. She's that good thing. Remember, good thing brings favor from the Lord. So she adds things to your life. Something comes to the table with her. She's not just coming to the table to eat off of your plate and what you have. She's bringing her own. She's like, look, this is what we have. I'm bringing this, and that. So we're going to be able to build this empire. We're going to be able to start this business. We're going to be able to do this because this is what I have to bring to the table. So does she add to your life? Or do you always feel like all she's doing is taking, draining you of all your money, all your energy, all your time? She's just stressing you out, leaving you worried, having you sitting up there 1 minute you happy, the next minute you depressed, angry, frustrated. You want to go swing. You got to go to the gym to burn off all that stress, because that's what she brings when she comes around. So does she add to your life? That's how you'll know if God sent her to you. You know, another thing, what's for you is for you only. So do you have a woman that what's for you is for you only? Or a woman that's like an experiment? Like everybody has test drove and experimented with her. Like, and she's still doing it. Even while she's with you. Even while she's with you, everybody is still test driving, experimenting, getting a little taste test here and there. Like, what was the movie? Two could play that game where you somebody getting out there and testing the waters. You know, is she allowing other men to continue to test the waters? You know, while she's with you, while she's getting to know you, dating you, you know, or in a relationship with you, you know, pay attention to that, you know, because what's for you should be for you and you only. And I'm not saying that you should be worried about who she was with before you. I'm talking about while you're with her. While you're with her, you know, all these things are going on like she for everybody. Everybody, you know. So you got to pay attention to things like that. You also need to make sure that she's a woman who has standards and class. Like she's not, because when God sends you somebody, come on now, because God is a God of order. So is God going to send you a woman that don't have no standards? She ain't got no order in her life. Anything goes, no order, no rules. Even we have the commandments. God left rules and orders. She don't have no rules, no standards, no boundaries. Like you can do whatever you want. You know, anybody can do whatever they want. No standards. You know, you should love a woman that, you know, lets you know her boundaries. Lets you know like, no, you're not about to do this. Or if this continues, you won't be having me around. You know, you need a woman with standards to let you know that she's just not going to accept or tolerate any old thing. But if you with a woman who just don't have no standards, you can come to her house any time of night. She don't care, that door open. You could come there anytime you want to. You could be late for the date. She don't care. You know, it's just no kind of standards at all. You want someone with some standards, someone that's gonna put their foot down, that's gonna say, no, you're not gonna do this. Not with me. You know, you don't need someone that's gonna let you just do whatever, run all over them. You know, pay attention to those things. Okay. A woman that God sent to you, she will know what she wants. She will know what she wants. And I know a lot of you guys are probably laughing. You're like, she don't never know what she wants. She don't know what she want to eat. She don't never know. No, let's look beyond the whole food thing, you know. Because, you know, all of us have our days. So she will know what she wants. She's not indecisive. Like, she knows what she's looking for in a man, you know, and she's not going to settle for anything beneath that. She knows she wants a man of God. She knows that she just knows what she wants. And she's not there to waste your time or her time. And she'll make sure you know that she's not there to waste her time. And she's not there to let you waste her time. So you want to make sure that you're dealing with a woman, a grown woman who knows exactly what she wants, you know, and she's not there to waste your time. Because one thing you cannot get back is your time. One thing you can't get back is your time. It's like the worst thing you can do is waste somebody's time. You know, people talk about money, but wasting my time, that's a horrible experience to have someone wasting your time. So you want to make sure that you're with someone who knows what they want with you, and they're not there just to waste your time. And you need to pay attention to their actions and not just their words, so you'll know that she knows what she wants. Okay? Another thing, is she led by the Spirit of God? Can you see God in her? You know, because as you follow God, she will follow you. But you don't need to be following God and then she's following other things, you know, because then that's a house divided. So you both need to be on one accord. So if you are a man of God and you are followed by the Spirit of God, then you need you a woman who is also led by the Spirit of God, and not by the spirit of witchcraft, or not by the universe. I give all thanks to the universe. You know, you need to be with someone that's giving thanks to God, like the Most High, the one and only God. Not these small gods, not these gods of the world, you know, because people can take anything and make it a god. So you need to make sure that she's being led by the Spirit of God, because the Bible says, my sheep hear my voice. So if she's of God, then she's going to hear from God and all her decisions. Because if both of you are trying to do something or make something happen, you need someone that is really led by God to be by your side. You know, you need someone that's by your side, that's your helpmate, who is being led by the Spirit of God. Because if she's not hearing from God, she can't pray for you. She can't do anything. She can't discern anything. And sometimes you may overlook something, but if she's hearing from God, she may see something that you don't see, so she can protect you. You know, so that's that good thing. That's that favor that comes, you know. So you need to make sure that this woman that you're saying, did God send her? Is she led by God? Is she led by the Spirit of God? And you will know. You will know. Okay, next, is she faithful and trustworthy? A lot of women love to post Proverbs 31. I'm a Proverbs 31 woman. But Proverbs 31 talks about also meaning the man good all the days of his life and not evil. She will mean you good all the days of your life and not evil. So if she is faithful and trustworthy, then she's going to bring nothing but good your way. You don't need a woman that's not faithful. She's not faithful to you. She's not even faithful to God. She's not trustworthy. You can't trust her with nothing. You couldn't leave her in your house for 5 minutes because you don't know what she gonna do. Because she liable to have another man in there while you gone. If you go out of town and tell her to watch the place, she liable to have another man there while you gone. If you all are living there together and you got to go out of town for a business trip or whatever, and she's not trustworthy, while you gone, she calling up, the next person. Ooh, yeah, he gonna be out of town for a while. Come on through. Is she trustworthy? Is she faithful? She loyal to just you? She's not out there cheating on you. She is faithful to you. I'm not talking about these women out here doing this tick for tack. Well, he cheated on me, so I cheated on him. That just makes you look stupid. Well, he go stab somebody, you gonna go stab somebody too. He jump off the cliff, you jumping too. It's stupid. It makes you look stupid, and it shows that you are immature because you still on some tick for tack. So men, you need to observe these things. If she's telling you, you do me wrong, I'm gonna do you wrong. You do this to me, I'm gonna do that to you. You need to be running. Because then that is not the woman for you. That is not, unless that's what you like. Unless you like the drama. You like somebody that's going to be cheating on you. You like somebody that's going to be where you can't trust. You constantly looking over your shoulder because you don't know what they doing or where they at. They say they over here, but they really over there. If that's what you like. But you're asking, did God send her? So if God sent her, she's not finna be doing all these things. And you'll be settling. You know, you will be settling for somebody that God did not send your way because you're caught up in looks and appearances. Somebody appears and they looks, but it's a counterfeit. It's someone sent to destroy you. It's a demon walking in Stiletto Hills. And you talking about, oh, she bad. She this, she a dime, she's a 10, she's this, whatever. And she's coming to destroy you and take you for all that you have. And give you insecurities, make you doubt yourself, give you low self-esteem, have you thinking that there are no good women out here. Because this one woman that you just thought was an angel has ruined everything for you. Ruined the way you look at women. Making you think that every woman that comes your way is out to mean you harm or out to do you dirty. Because of this woman who was not sent from God, who was unfaithful, who was not trustworthy. Honey, every woman out there is not unfaithful and untrustworthy. So you have to pay attention to these signs, because this will help you know you serve a faithful God. So why would God give you a woman who was not faithful? He's going to send you someone that's a reflection of who he is and also a reflection of who you are. Because if it's your rib, then it's going to reflect back on the body that it came from. So you have to make sure. I know my dad taught about bad ribs, like, you know, because it could be a bad rib. It could be a rib that's gonna make you sick, give you high blood pressure. You know, you can't eat everything. And so therefore you can't dibble and dabble with every kind of woman, because every kind of woman is not the one for you. You have to make sure that this woman can fulfill your needs and not just your wants. Oh, I want her to be good in bed. I want her to look like this. I want her hair to be this long. I want all these wants. But what do you need? And God is going to always send you what you need. And I'm not saying he finna send you an ugly duckling. I'm just saying he's going to send you what you need. So is she faithful? And is she trustworthy? Is she really that Proverbs 31 woman? Is she really that woman that's going to mean you good all the days of your life? And she's never going to bring you evil and harm your way? Or is she going to bring you hell the entire days of your life, up to your last breath? It's some women out here that will bring you hell to the day you leave this earth. So is that what you want? Or do you want someone that you can trust and that you know is going to be faithful and loyal to you? Next, you need to pay attention to her actions. Do her actions line up with her words? She says she love you. She says she like you. She says she care about you. Is she showing you that? Is she showing you that with her actions, that she really like you, that she really care about you, that she love you? Is she showing you that with her actions, or is she just talking a good talk? Pay attention to those things. Is she a helpmate? Is she a helpmate? Can she really help you? Because we know that the man is the provider, but is she a good helpmate? And we know 2020 the women is working too, but the Bible speaks of the wife being a helpmate to the husband. So is she a helpmate? Can she help you with things? You know, that goes back to early when I was talking about what does she bring to the table? You know, can she add to your life, or is she there to take? What can she do? Can she cook? Can she clean? What can she do? How can she help you in the marriage? So those are some things to pay attention to. Another thing, and lastly, because I know I've been dropping a whole lot of nuggets here. Is she a reflection of God? Do you see God in her? Is she a reflection of God? When you look at her, can you see the Spirit of God in her? And you can say, you know what? I see God in her. Like she has a prayer life. She's always talking about God. She love God. Like, she pray for me. You know, if I need her to pray for me, she can. You know, like, she know the word. Like, is she a reflection of God? Because if God sent her, then she's going to be a reflection of God. She's going to be the reflection of God. And if God did not send her, then she's going to be a reflection of the opposite. The devil himself. You know? So is she a reflection of God? Pay attention to these things. Don't just get caught up in looks, because looks can be deceiving. Honey, looks can be deceiving, because you could be the baddest thing walking in stilettos, but you are evil. Evil, pure evil. Okay, you are the devil walking in them hills. So don't get caught up in the physical. Please, my black kings, my men, you know, please pay attention to someone's spirit, and you'll know if they are of God. You know if God sent them to you. You know, all these things that I listed, you will know if God sent that person to you. Because if God didn't send them, you're going to know. You're going to know. Please do not settle. Please do not settle, because your life is so important and your time is so valuable, and it's something that you cannot get back. Those years wasted with the wrong person is time that you cannot get back. So please do not waste your time with that woman who God did not send to you. That he did not send her your way. She is not the one for you. I don't care how good she look. I don't care how much good game she talks. Is she a reflection of God? Does she do any of the things that I have talked about today? You know, does she honor her father and her mother? Does she have a good relationship with her parents? You know, those are things. Pay attention to these things. Is she led by the Spirit of God, or is she into witchcraft and doing all kinds of other stuff? You know, do her actions line up with her words? Is she a good helpmate? Can she help you? You know, if you need her to do anything, can she help you? You know, does she bring goodness and favor with her? You're like, man, I would never have experienced this without her. I would never be doing this without her. Like, she brings goodness and favor with her. Everywhere we go, it's like, wow, it's like we blessed. You know? So, does she show concern for you? Is she always checking on you? Is she always concerned about you? You know, and not just only calling when she needs some, but she real deal concerned about you. Does she add to your life, or does she take from your life? And what's for you is only for you and you only, and not everybody while she's with you. Also, you know, she knows what she wants. She's not wavering to and fro. She ain't stuck between you and the next man. Well, I don't know. I kind of like him too. I don't know if I want you or I want him. I don't know. I want both of y'all. You don't need a woman like that. You don't want a woman that's indecisive. She don't know what she wants. You need a woman that knows what she wants. And the favor of God comes with her. So if you have not taken anything from what I have said, I hope I dropped enough information that could help some man out there today look through his cell phone and say, I need to get her out my phone. This ain't gonna work. I hope I help somebody today to open their eyes, because I know it's so many great men out there. And I know that so many of you are looking for that good woman, that real Proverbs 31 woman. Y'all really looking for that woman who really brings the favor of God with her. Y'all are really looking for that woman. You know, and you don't want to waste your time, and you don't want to be with the wrong person. So you're like, man, God, I need to know, did you send this woman to me? Is this the woman you sent to me? So pay attention, you know, and you know, I know that in 2020, it's a lot of women out there just ready to jump in the bed with men, because they trying to, you know, get any man they can as quick as they can, and trying to hurry up and make a baby with them and all this stuff. Be careful. Be careful who you sharing the bed with. because that's a soul tie. And you can find yourself tied to somebody that you ain't supposed to be tied to. You know, and you wonder why you can't get rid of her. Because you done got yourself in the bed with a woman that a demon, and she, you know, y'all done made it in the bed, and now you just can't get rid of her. And all she doing is bringing hell and damnation towards your life. So just be careful. Pay attention to these things that I talked about today, because I want my men to be happy. I want you to heal from the women who were not good for you, and open up your heart to that woman that really loves you and cares about you, and who is all these things. You've seen it. You know it is all these things. Open up your heart to that woman and pay attention to her, because you don't want to waste time. You don't want to waste time. Looks fade away. Looks fade away. You know, I remember my aunt, she would talk about how, you know, well, women are looking just for a man with this and that, and hoping he could please her in the bed. But what happens if he, you know, becomes paralyzed and he can't do none of those things? What happens if this? And so the same thing applies for the man. If you're looking for a woman that got all these qualities, what happens when when life takes a toll on her? What happens when she finds out that she has breast cancer, and maybe she has to lose her breast, or she loses all her hair? Are you still gonna love her? If you only married her for her looks, will you still love her if she goes through those changes and experiences that? You know? So these are things you need to pay attention to, because looks aren't everything, because they fade and things happen. There was a woman years ago in the news, a man threw acid in her face, and I think she was a model, beautiful young lady, and a man got mad at her, threw acid in her face, and she was married. She was married, and her husband stayed married to her, because he wasn't looking at the fact that what the acid had did to her face. He still remembered who she was as a woman and how beautiful her spirit was, and he stayed married to her. So you have to think about all these things. You know, what if that woman ends up in a wheelchair? You know, what if she picks up weight? You know, we have thyroid problems. All kind of little things could happen. What if she starts gaining weight and can't control her weight? Are you going to divorce her then? Because now she's no longer looking like the woman that you wanted her to look like. So you can't be marrying for appearances and all these things. You need to get with someone that has these qualities that I talked about, and that is sent from God, because that woman is going to love you forever, for to death do you part. She's going to love you. Okay? So I hope I helped you today. Love to all of you who are listening in. If you like what was said, share it. You know, if you didn't like what was said, I'm praying for you. I hope that you all have a beautiful Sunday. Enjoy the remainder of your weekend. I love you all. Peace and blessings to you. Be sure to follow Stardom 100 Radio on Instagram, Twitter, all over social media, all digital streaming platforms. Be sure to follow and pay attention to what I'm talking about, because I'm always dropping out with something good, or I got a special guest, so you just never know. So be sure to hit the follow button. I love you all, and have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful weekend. You know, keep loving on each other, protect each other. And, you know, men, I hope today, you know, the light comes on and you see that woman that is meant especially for you.